Kia ora koutou, ko Angela Caves tōku ingoa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Tairāwhiti Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name's Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead with Digital Boost. It's my pleasure to be hosting you this afternoon and over the next few days. Welcome to our audience who have joined us here in the webinar just now, and to those who are joining us via a live stream on either Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. We've got 3 afternoons full of sessions, so we're up to session 3. I'll be welcoming Poutama Trust shortly on the webinar. I would like to also mention I've got Robin, who is from connected.govt. Connected is our collaborating partner on this conference, so welcome Robin. You'll be hearing from her later in the session when she collates the questions that you've got for our presenter. Before I introduce our presenter, I would like to let you know how to interact with us. So you can see and hear us, but we cannot see nor hear you. So please pop any questions you may have into the Q&A function or into the chat, and we will collate those and ask them to presenting organisation at the end of the session. Our sessions are also being recorded and they'll be uploaded to a YouTube playlist. So if you would like to view this presentation again, we'll via your link. All registered attendees will get a copy of this link as well. It is now my pleasure to introduce Venice Walker, who is from Poutama Trust. Venice is going to be talking to us all about Poutama and their offering for the business community. Welcome, Venice.
Kia ora, Angela. Thanks for having me. Kia ora koutou katoa. Tēnā tātou, i ngā Pākehī Māori kua tai mai nei ti tēnei hui. He mihi whakamanoa kia koutou katoa, kia tau ngā manaakitanga ki runga i a tātou katoa, tēnā koutou katoa. Ko whanei soka tōku ingoa, ko Ngāti Rangiwiwihi, me Ngāti Kowhata, me Ngāti Tūkorihi o ku iwi. Kei te noho ahau ki Manawatu. And he kai whakahaere pārongo ma Poutama Trust takumahi. So yeah, kia ora everyone. I'm Venice, I'm from Poutama. Firstly, apologies from my colleague Gina Love, who she actually looks after the Tairāwhiti region, who was unavailable to join me today. She's in another hui, but hey aha, we'll go ahead and go through with this presentation. So I'm just going to share my screen and just have a quick kōrero with you all. So ko wai mātou, who are we? So Poutama is an independent charitable trust. We were set up in July 1988 to provide business development services to Māori. Poutama is a self-funding organisation, so we have a capital base that we invest and basically live off the interest from our investments, and that's how we're able to fund and help develop and grow Māori businesses. Kei te aha mātou, what we do. So we provide a service to all Pākehī Māori throughout Aotearoa. We're pan-tribal as well, so as long as you're a Māori business, we can support you in some way. We have a strong focus on facilitating collaborative and joint activities with a lot of our partners. So we have a strong focus on that. One of our strategic focuses that we've focused on for the last few years has been around kai, and that's because a lot of our Māori businesses are involved in that space, whether it's been landowners or producers or even restaurateurs and retailers. So that's a huge focus of ours. Some of the services that we offer include our small growth investment. So it's like a grant where we go 50-50 with businesses to help them grow. We're also just about to launch our partnership with the Regional Business Partner Network to help deliver that program to Pākehī Māori throughout Aotearoa as well, and that's through their voucher system. And also another area we focus on is clustering with different sectors and industries as well. And we provide a lot of support for Māori business networks around around the country as well. So mainly supporting them to help grow and support those Māori businesses that are members of those networks as well. Essentially, the main reason why businesses would come to us would be for our Poutama growth grants. So some of the things that we cover, some of the businesses here are some of the what we've supported them with. We've helped gyms with purchasing new equipment. We've helped factories with new equipment, kitchen equipment, ovens. We've also supported businesses with their packaging and looking at overseas markets offshore. We also have provided a whole range of things that essentially what the business needs to show us is how it's going to help them grow their business. So anything from equipment to tools to marketing. There's a whole range of things that we can help them with as long as they can demonstrate it's going to grow the business. So just on the grants, there is some criteria that you have to meet, obviously, to apply for our funding. So the main criteria is that the business has to be at least 50% Māori owned. They need to operate for at least 12 months, turnover of at least 80K. And what we can do calendar year. So if a business came to us and they wanted to purchase and put up 10, and then if that was, they were approved today in October 2022, October also.
Hi, Bernice. I just want to jump in there. Oh, it looks like Bernice might be being kicked out. Let's just give her a few minutes and see if this rights itself, team. Just bear with us a second.
Okay. Kia ora.
Hi, Bernice. Can you still hear us now?
Can you hear me, Angela?
We've got you a little bit underwater and your screen share has stopped. So I'm wondering if you might be able to,
not sure.
Wondering if you might be able to jump out and then jump back in and see if we can write this. Sorry, our audience, please just bear with us while we see if we can sort out this technical issue, and we'll pick up where Bernice got to.
All right. I'll do that. Hang on.
Thank you for your patience, everybody. Waiting for the technology to play ball. There's always a risk when you are hosting a virtual event that the internet is going to play up somewhere or another. I might just take this opportunity to let you know all about Connected and Digital Boost and our involvement and why we brought this conference to you. So we are just part of the ecosystem funded by government who is here to support the business communities across New Zealand. So this particular conference is focused on the Tairāwhiti region. So if you are in business or are looking to start a business, please feel free to reach out to Connected, who are our collaborating partner on this conference. Connected are able to point you in the right direction if you might need some support or might need to know where to start. looks like Vanessa is coming back now, so let's just give her a few moments and see if we can get this sorted. Taking a few moments. While that is connecting, I'll just let you know about Digital Boost and why we're here to support. So we are helping businesses start or continue with their digital transformation journeys. If we have seen anything over the last couple of years, it's that online presence is so vital in connecting with your customers when we aren't able to be as freely out and about. So if you would like some support starting your digital transformation journey, please do feel free to reach out to the Digital Boost team. We'd also love to showcase some of your businesses on our platform and how you might be doing digital really well. So if you are in the middle of a digital adoption journey, let us know and we may be able to showcase you on our platform. If you need help starting that journey, we do have a fantastic customer support team who are there ready and waiting to support you through whatever your next steps might be, whether that's trying to get you up on Facebook, or if you are looking at options for your tax obligations, MYOB, Xero, or any of that. We're ready and waiting to help. Bernice, have we got you back? Doesn't appear, so I'm so sorry about this, team. Let's see if Vanessa can give that one more try. But what I might also mention is that Poutama has joined us in a conference previously. Let me see if I can find the details on that, because we may also be able to refer you to that presentation as they work across the country. So they did join us for Hawke's Bay's conference back on the 6th of April. How are you getting on, Vanessa? Any luck?
Kia ora. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. It's coming through now.
Oh, okay. Let me just do this again.
Yes, let's see if we can jump back in. We've still got 15 minutes of our slot ready. So,
all right. Kia ora koutou. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. I'm in the middle of Wellington, so I don't know why there's even any internet issues. But hey ha. Where was I up to? Okay, so I think I was talking about criteria. Yeah, so 50-50 up to a maximum of 10K. So we also have a lifetime limit for businesses. So I think I was saying that if you came and got funding for 10K in October this year, you'd be eligible to come back again. Sorry, there's a really loud siren going past now. The wonders of technology. Hopefully you can all hear me okay. So yeah, there is a lifetime limit of 30K as well. So what we try and do is we'll work with businesses to get them to a point where they no longer need to come back to us for funding, really. So that's the purpose of that. So any business that is wanting to come to us to help grow, they can essentially plan around how they could utilize 10K per year to support them to do that. We have a full online application process, which is on our website. So if you just go to www.poutama.co.nz and apply online, all of the details to apply for the funding are there. And we also have an 0800 number. So if you have any issues or problems, just give us a call and it'll go through to one of our team that can help you do that. This is one of our East Coast applicants, Bobby and Pakanui from Ruatoria Pies. And so we help them when they were looking to expand and grow as well, just with some of their equipment. But they're a really cool example of some of the businesses in Tairāwhiti that we've supported. Also, as I mentioned earlier, Poutama's looking at we're just in the process of signing off a contract with MB on providing services for the Regional Business Partner Network. So that's a voucher system where you can come through. We'll specifically be providing services to Māori in business around Aotearoa, and that's another way you can access some funding to help support and grow your business as well. So the Regional Business Partnership focuses on upskilling, training, and any type of expertise that you need to bring in to help grow your business in some way. A lot of what we do is around collaboration. So in 2012, we launched our Indigenous Cuisine cluster, and out of that cluster came a whole lot of other focused sector clusters, including a wine and beverage cluster, a dairy cluster. We've got a media cluster as well. We also do some work with a red meat group. So those are some of our ones working in Kai. And then obviously we do a lot of stuff with some of our Māori fashion designers, and also some of our businesses who are working in the film and television space as well. So that's pretty exciting. This is just a slide on the Tuku Māori Winemakers Collective. So that's a group of 5 Māori wineries who came together to look at how they could work together offshore. So all of those businesses are exporting offshore. And another group that we've been working with as well is our Mihi group. So at the moment, there's around 30 Māori businesses who have come together to look at hemp as well, in terms of how they can develop and grow that industry and how Māori can be a part of that. Yeah, so those are the key things I guess I wanted to share. Really keen if you've got any questions for me. Our contact, as I mentioned before, is Gina Love. So she's based in Rotorua, covers the Bay of Plenty, East Coast, Tairāwhiti region. So her email address is on here if you need to get contact with her. And as I said, also, we've got an 0800 number as well, 0800 for Poutama. So 0800 476 882, and you can give us a call and it will go through to either Gina or one of our team to help you. So yeah, that's pretty much me. Do you have any questions? Do you want me to stop sharing this, Angela? Or cool.
Oh, kia ora. It's Robin here. Thank you so much, Bernice. That was fantastic. Great information on how to start your own business with Poutama, all the options and information that you've got there. I do have a part-I, and it is, do you support all Māori business, sole traders through a big business?
Aye. So our main criteria is that the business needs to be at least 50% Māori owned. And so we've supported a lot of sole traders in the past. 34 years Poutama's been going, and a lot of our businesses will come to us sort of starting out as sole traders. What we do is we work closely with those businesses to see where they want to go, what their plans are for the business, and then we look at ways in which we can help support them to do that. So a lot of what we do, although we do have our funding, which is what business would generally come to us for, I guess a lot of what we provide is our networks and connecting those businesses with others that can help them grow as well. So there's also that support available that we can put businesses onto. So yeah, definitely support sole traders, and as long as they meet that turnover threshold, which is 80,000. Once a business reaches that, that's where we can come in and look at how they can grow.
Oh, ka pai. Thank you, Denise. The next partai is, do you operate across the country, or are there limits on the business's location? And do you have team nationally? Do you have team nationally?
Aye. So yes, we operate nationally. So we cover all of Aotearoa. We only have a very small team of us. We've got a couple who are based in Tāmaki, who look after Tāmaki, Taitokoro, Waikato region. Gina, in our office is, we only have a small office. The rest of us are all based throughout the country where we live and work from home. And so she's based in Rotorua and covers all of Bay of Plenty, Tairāwhiti. I live in the Manawatu, so I cover the whole Lower North Island region, pretty much from Taranaki across to Hawke's Bay down to Wellington. And then between us, we kind of look after the South Island together. So Poutama, really, we've relied on our sort of mobile service delivery model for 20 years now. Most of us have worked from home because a lot of our mahi and what we do is out on the road and visiting our businesses and seeing firsthand where we can support them, but also it's always nice to, you know, have that kanui ki te kanui as well, which really helps us build those relationships with the businesses so that we are supporting them in their growth as well.
Oh, thank you. Yes, definitely true about that kanohi te kanohi, especially after our COVID.
Yeah.
One more, thank you, Denise. One more partai. What is the turnaround time to speak with someone to get underway with support?
So you can contact us on our 0800 number and one of our team will answer. And if they don't, then they'll generally come back to you straight away. You can also email us, and that's quite often a good way to make contact with us. In terms of the application process, if you're going online and completing the application form, just to mention on that, there's a few different things that you can that you need to complete the application process. So as part of your application, you need to go online, fill out the form. We also require an up-to-date business plan. We'll also need your latest financials from your accountant, preferably, just showing what your income and expenses are, and then also the quotes on what it is that you want to utilize the funding for. And we can generally, like, we have an acknowledgement letter that you'll get to say how long it will take. Our standard turnaround time is around 4 weeks, and that's purely just because of the demand. With our funding, it is on a first in, first serve basis. So we pretty much process them as they come in. So it really just comes down to demand at the time. But yeah, we can generally turn it around in a couple of weeks if we've got all of the information required.
Oh, ka pai, thank you. Another partai that's come in. Do you help with a business plan to support with grants applications?
Yes, we do. Through this new regional business partner network program, that's a lot of what that can support with as well. However, we as the business advisors, we also have business plan templates on our website as part of the application process that the businesses can use, and that helps in some way. But quite often we like to just have a kōrero with businesses to have it, you know, just to see what their goals are, and we can help in that process as well. But quite often a lot of our pākahi, they know what it is that they want to do, but they just haven't really got out of their head, you know, and put it down into a plan. So we do have some templates available for that as well.
Oh, ka pai, thank you. Another partai. On the co-funding, can that cover professional development or special skills training?
Aye, yep. So with our funding, it's all third-party funding. So we will only pay third-party costs. So essentially, if it's professional development, in terms of training, there's a lot of, like what we've helped out with in the past is any type of management support type training. It might be directorship training. It could be industry specific training. So it could be that you want to get some of your staff qualified in certain, with a certain qualification. So there's a whole range of things that we can cover, and I always sort of tend to say it comes back to how you can demonstrate that that's going to help grow your business in some way. So but we definitely support that as well. That's important.
Ka pai, thanks, Venice. And one more, how do the funding rounds work?
So our funding is ongoing. So as I mentioned before, it's on a first in, first serve. So our financial year goes from April to March. And so we just, when April comes around, we roll over into our new financial year. And then, just as applications come in, we process them as we go. It's generally gets to around December, January, depending on the year and the demand and what's going on, as to how much might be left in the budget. But we'll generally tell applicants up front if that's the case, if we're getting near to the end of our, if the funding pool is getting low. But it's generally available all year.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much for that, for answering those partai. I'll now hand over to Angela. Kia ora, Venice.
Kia ora, Robin.
Thanks for doing that, Robin, and thank you, Venice. I'm so sorry that you've had that wee hiccup in the middle there, and I just want to thank our audience for persevering with us while you rejoined. So I really, really appreciate that, and thanks so much for coming back and picking up where you left off. I'm sure our audience have appreciated the rest of the information. I was going to send them off to your last session that you did with us with the Hawke's Bay if we didn't get you back on, because I'm sure it covered a lot of the same information. So thank you again for persevering with that. I did make mention of this while we were waiting for Venice to come back. This is Robin's details up on screen now, so please feel free to note those down or come back and watch the recording that we'll share with you. And if you need pointing in the right direction, connection to Poutama or any of the other organisations joining us, Robin will be able to help you out there. And as I mentioned, Digital Boost is here with your transformation journey. Please feel free to reach out with us if you would like to be showcased on our platform. We'd love to talk to you if you feel like you are doing digital really well, or if you are looking at starting that digital transformation journey. Please join the platform. That does bring this session to a close. Once again, thank you all so much for your perseverance, and we really appreciate your time this afternoon. We are going to be talking with Te Puna Kokiri up next at 2:30 and finishing the day with Callaghan Innovation at 3:15. So you're more than welcome to join us for those sessions or in sessions tomorrow or Friday. Right. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much.
Ange. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Ka
Ka kite, everyone.